I think the main reason for a sourcing deal gone wrong is lack of communication between the service provider and the company. I think the partnership between the two has to be seamless, and being transparent between both parties can really help fix any small problems that might arise.
Sourcing deals go wrong because of a lack of imagination, because of short-sightedness. I'm going to pick on the lawyers a little bit, but lawyers are typically focused on eliminating or allocating all of the risk to the other party versus understanding that there is risk and there are rewards for accepting types of risk, and how do you build in flexibility so you have transparency in the risk so you can manage it at an executive level, but also so that you can do new things and so that you can grow capabilities. So it's, I think the biggest issue is always a lack of imagination.
So we know from our data that about half the time the client is responsible for the failure of an engagement, and half the time the service provider is responsible for the failure. And some of that is services related, obviously. You know, service provider can't get certain things together, can't deliver on certain things, that may be true. But the client is a big factor in figuring out how to address those problems and how to make it work. What our research is showing us is that when contracts get renegotiated at the end of a contract period, about 60% of the time they go competitive. And this is because of a perception on the client of a failure of the relationship or the services. But this means that nobody recognizes the tax on the industry. We now have data that shows that every time a contract is recompeted because of a perception of failure on the part of a client, the overall tax to the industry is between $6 and $8 million per engagement. So when you think about the loss of money, the specific loss of that value against, if only you had done a little bit more organizational change and sorted it out while you were still partners, how much more we would save, how much more effectively services would be delivered, and how much happier everyone would be.